Hello, motherfucker.
Now let's get to the real tutorial. Okay, so you can see here we have a bookmap, heat map versions in Quant Tower, which is I like. And you can see on the left side, the right side is the chart right there. This is NQ. Okay, and this is the settings. Hold on, just a little bit. So it doesn't really show the setting when I'm fucking recording this. My God. And then that's the contrast level, but you can see that I decided to dim down pretty much everything, okay? And that's the key. Oh, there's something right there, we'll talk. The key for the book map is to reduce as much noise as possible. You see my bubbles? None, okay? Very small, very small. You only see microstructures. See, if you have those two bubbles, you don't see any of that. That is key. Those are sweeps, okay? Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna draw, but those are sweeps. These sweeps can be price insensitive, as you can see. It literally ticks up a few points there. So if you can look at it and you can fade it, okay? If you can provide liquidity for those things, you make some points, okay? You can make some points there, and this is the key for if you're trading Bookmap, you're literally scalping in and out in seconds. Like you're flat now, you're not trading anything until these events happen again, right? And these tend to be repeatable, okay? Some people, someone is going, see like that, those sweep right there, can be beneficial for you if you have some sort of, um, you know, have some sort of predictive value, okay? Predictive um, power. That's the right word. Basically, my goal is to see the liquidity, okay, of the limits, okay, the limit order book. You can watch the DOM. You can watch this. Basically, pretty much the same thing. If someone is a visual learner, a visual trader, then you can use Bookmap for to trade. But I would really recommend you cut down all the noise, okay? Bookmap is very known to be super, super, super detailed with the bubbles, okay? And it has so much noise, and trading is noisy, okay? All of these, look at that, okay? They're walking the ass, they're walking the bits. So none of this, about 90%, okay, are deceiving signals most of the time. Actually, we implement algos that is liquidity seeking. We're trying to fish out some certain players. We don't know how to price a certain thing, so we decided to go fish out other people that pricing stuff. Okay, other pricing structures and see the positioning. And if the positioning is quote unquote wrong, okay, then we can do something about it, either nudging them out, stopping them out, and then taking the opposite positions, okay? So there's so many things you can do in quantitative side, and I just won't be able to cover enough, and I don't think I can say it all of this, right? But you can see that this is the raw tick data, okay, that you see in the market and how the market really moves, okay? It's not based on fibs or anything, but you can see here it is on raw tick data. Because it's so raw, everything here is noise, okay? And that's why I said 99% of you don't need to go this ingrained, okay? It's too in depth, okay? and if you trade a lot, you will lose 100%, 99% of the time if you don't have an edge, and that edge, if it's small, it won't cover anything. It will not cover spread. It would not cover market impact. It would not cover commissions. You name it. Okay. Trading is super hard. Okay. So you need to have high EV to trade in this realm. Okay. And people would go to do other things like latency, right? In the cold locations, try to get the orders in front of them before everyone else, right? Because if you're in the back of the queue, you're at risk of getting blown out, right? It only take, let's say you're at the back of the queue, right? Maybe there's one more person behind you. It only take one order, okay, one contract to clear out that level, and you're at risk of getting adverse selected because somebody will hit the bid and now you'll be down one tick, okay? Or let's say that's bonds, right? But what if it's NQ? Now everybody's sweeping against you. Now you're down a few points, right? Or more. So getting the Q positions is important into this high frequency trading here, and we can go yada and yada. We can go so much more in details and like that, but it's not worth anybody's time. Okay, and in fact, some of them are alphas as well, so I can't really say much. But you can see there's not a lot of the things you can do besides looking in the market right now. It's trading in range, so you could literally try to provide liquidity like right here. Okay, so if I were to sell, I would try to sell some ask. Yep, so now I'm take profit. Right, clearing out. Yep, take profit. This is live. You can see somebody's trying to do the same here. They're putting some ask right there, some limit ask there. But probably someone would take it actually and go higher. But we don't know that, right? It only happens when it really getting close there. So if you see the orders from 212, 213 here, they are okay. They closed their limit orders already, so they're just literally walking the bids, walking the ask, just mimicking both sides here. There's nothing really going on, and it's just some bullshit orders. But this is a different kind of algos. Their goal is not really trying to fill the market. You know what I'm saying? They are there to. There's in a way a spread calculator, right? They can use this to gauge the market current volatility. I see that as a gauge for current market volatility. Why would I make a bot? Okay, well, if I'm lazy, if I'm truly lazy, okay, instead of making a bot and try to calculate the optimal spread, I can just look at these guys' liquidity and say that as their spread, right? So they're thinking the market should range from 220 right now to 236 and down low to 207. That is technically their spread. And if I want to be aggressive and get more volume, I can just narrow my spread, right? So I can trade to 17, to 28, to 24 right here. Just sell it, sell around here and buy lower. So I can be inside their spread, okay, and then trade, right? Or if I'm thinking my volatility model is saying, okay, the spread might get blown out because there's some news or Trump's about to tweet something. Guess what? My spread will be higher than them. So if you're doing manual, yeah, you can use that heuristic to trade, right? So I think I mentioned we sell around 225. Now I'm buying back my shorts, right? Now maybe I'm absorbing buying here. Okay, so I'm trade within these spreads. Okay, yep, I've been buying, so now I'm closing out. Just literally mid-spread. So you in and out super fast. You're trading, you're competing with multiple algos, okay? That is fighting like a circle, basically. Algos A reading algos B, B's reading the flow of C, C is reading alphabet D, D is reading A, back over again. And these guys implement multiple algos who are trying to fish out the other's side, okay, and see what what's their true intentions are, and it's super hard to do so, right? Even the things I'm saying here could be wrong, right? So you have to look at Bookmap as something very niche. Not everyone can do it, and not everyone can do this shit. You are wrong almost for sure 50-50, okay? And that's if you have a small edge. So they're taking that liquidity right there. Okay, someone is getting out, or some sort of agreements. If you see something like that, tend to be some sort of agreement when there's a huge price coming in and just filling at one level like that. They tend to be a risk transfer. Like who cares? Okay, who cares? All I'm seeing is there's no market impact. See, that move right there have a higher market impact than that move previously when it tried to absorb that big size here at the limit. Okay, so coming back, I really don't care about the agreements. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of if it doesn't give me market impacts and it doesn't move the market, ignore it. Okay, like something like that. Yep, some algos react to that, sure. So, but huh, interesting. Let me see let me see if I can read this. Uh, huh, they're probably gonna go up. So there are 222 there, 220 there. They're trying to get filled. So what happens is, I think, is someone is buying. Yep, they're buying and absorbing here, and you see that they're walking down their ask. And see if we can go to 200. Somebody buying 200. I'm not moving my computer yet. I think I'm absorbing here, buying it up. Maybe. Yeah, unloading here. Yep, unloading. And that's it. The trade is done, literally. Few points here and there. It adds up. Okay, it adds up. Yep. And we have a new range, right? Now we're just trading. So people are buying back up. They're absorbing. The buying pressure just happens to be a few minutes ago or a few seconds ago, right? When you see high flow there, just trying to flush down the market. And other participants see this and they're just trying to absorb that market impact, okay? And that's basically these market makers doing. They're trying to absorb these market impacts. They're trying to do something useful, okay, to the market. And that's one of the way you make money here is being useful. You get paid by taking risk, right? That's basically the gist. Is you get paid by holding risk. You get paid by doing something useful to the market. You are trying to make the market efficient, or you can be cunning. It's like some of us. Is you are trying to disrupt the market first, and then repair the market. And this is a known tactic already. That people like Trump, right? He disrupt a lot. Ooh, he disrupt a lot. Oh, nothing here. Never mind. He disrupt a lot of markets, okay? And then create new things to stabilize the market. And thus capturing the profits, capturing the inefficiencies that happens during that time. Okay, so they are doing the same here. Okay, in my mind, they are doing the same thing. Market is just positions. Okay, and that's why they don't make sense, and that's why they are irrational. People are trading. Good news can be bad news. Bad news can be good. Good means good. Most of the time, bads mean good. Like, who knows? Okay, the market is just positions. Okay, that's why it doesn't make any sense. See, somebody big buy volume, now we go down. Like, who knows, right? And they're still offering up there. When it comes to some play like this, I would wait. Probably they're gonna take it, but at what cost? And sometimes these guys are cunning as well. They would come in, markets range trending down. They would absorb a lot of sell pressures at the basically maybe near the end of the move, right? And then posting high limits on the ask. Okay, and so we can think of what happens here is they're buying 204, 205s, and then posting limits at 210. Okay, and this is not in a way, it's not bearish at all. It's actually bullish. If just because they're having a high ask like that, they just get absorbed and they sell at their positions. Okay, they're buying from the lows and then posting high ask there to attract sellers and buyers coming up to that level to interact and do business there, right? And then they just get out. Okay, so don't be fooled. Okay, don't be fooled. Just because you're seeing high limits doesn't mean it's gonna hit, or it doesn't mean it's gonna be always some sellers are protecting this price. Okay, a lot of times it's not that. Okay, we are a lot more cunning. Okay, we are in a way, there's a lack of better word, more evil. All right, and some people will look at this and be like, oh, the limit wall is gone. Somebody fill it up. Oh, there's so many buy over here. Maybe we should go up too. And they got trapped. Okay, they got trapped buying that 215 on that pump, and then it goes down. And now they got stopped out at 208. Now it's going higher, right? So there's so many ways this game can fuck you over, man. Like, you have to be careful. You cannot. Okay, I will say this multiple times. Most of the time, okay, it's gonna be luck. Honestly, like that. That's a sweep stop runs. Okay, there's some offering that people have long from the bottom, from that 200 bottom, right? And they're the posting limits there. Okay, they're getting out, and these will be dampened, right? You can see we start kind of drift down a little bit here. They're trying to repair this inefficiency. Yep, just like that. And then the trade is done. Okay, let me come back. Most of the time, you associate your trades, okay, your good trades. You should be associating your good trades to luck, okay, God, or some sort of entity that is not you. Okay, it's purely random. Okay, it could be noise. It's so hard to pinpoint why you make money. Super hard. And you can't really pinpoint to yourself. Ooh, damn. Okay, so they dampen the market impact again. It goes down. Okay, 238 down to 27. Oh, yep. Just like that. Close. Maybe buy back up, and then trying to repair the trying to repair upwards again. Somebody posting high limits at 240, coming back down to 222, 23. We're probably gonna drift higher, but we'll see. But you have to understand that you're making money, okay, isn't based purely on your skill. Okay, oh, we repair all the way back down, baby. Now we can go up. We'll see. But you can see that most of your trades, okay, almost all of it, okay, to be frank, you should take all your trades and all your good trades, by the way, and associate with luck. Okay, you're lucky. You got lucky. That's the best way to put it. You got lucky. God loves you. You just got lucky that day. You make a lot of money. This shit is noisy as fuck. Okay, and especially if you go to high frequency, we have no idea we make money a lot of times, but we don't care. We're just there to make money. Leave the why to the morons. Okay, yep, we're repairing upward. Leave the why to the morons. You're just here to make money. I don't really care much. Yep, we're repairing upwards. Fuck you. Right? So they literally trap upwards. It goes down, flash down to 220, and then go back up again. Okay? Trying to repair it. Ooh, that's bad. Somebody got trapped bad there. But anyway, hopefully they get out now. Oh, Jesus Christ. It doesn't seem like much to you because that's literally what, 3 points? To me, that's something interesting, you know? This is a microstructures kinks that you can take a look and you can actually record it. What if this happens multiple times, right? So this is where you're getting dirty here, all right? I know I'm switching a lot of subjects here. I'm just looking at the market and just spill out whatever I can talk about, right? So you can look at these things and you can analyze them. How many times that happens, right? Those two instances there, yep. Those two instances at 220, 233, right? How many times has that happened throughout the day? And you can use this to code out something, right? Ooh, yep, we're making new highs. Yep. So you can see the market structures, it's just repairing. It doesn't go straight up, straight down, but it goes, we fish our liquidity, we trade them, we take advantage of someone, we come back, we fade someone else, and someone else come back and fade you, right? It just positioning and positionings and positionings. How can we punish somebody according to the volume profile, according to the limit book, according to whatever the microstructures are we trading in, right? What is the book pressure looks like? Is there any some sort of order flow imbalance, right? There's so many things that we can talk about, okay, that can quote unquote associate with the market moves, okay? But is it really why it moves your way? We have no fucking clue. That's all I'm saying. You can trade very well and you have a position and boom, Trump tweets something, right? And it just go against you. It just go against you and you associate that, oh, it's just bad luck. But when you're trading and then Trump tweets one thing, it goes your way and it's like, oh, I'm the best trader in the world. Okay, that's wrong. Okay, that's wrong. You should flip that. Okay, you should really flip it. You can make money, yeah, that's luck. Oh, you lose money, that's on me. Maybe it could be luck, but maybe go back, positioning wise. How do you do? Why do you make that trade? Follow some steps. Okay, you need to trade the process here. What leads you to take that trade? Why you lose money on your end? Okay, you really can't know why you make money, and you really can't know why you lose money. Okay, it's pure noise. But for the good sake of your ego, okay, you really should throw out your ego here and associate your you're losing trades to you, okay? So you can improve, because what if it is because of you? Okay, you're not trading well, you're not trading within your mind, you're not trading your tilt, okay? You're not trading with the fresh mind, you're not your mind is still going back to your recency bias. You had bad trades and you're thinking, oh, I'm in a series of bad luck or whatever, right? And that's pretty bad. Okay, we're making new highs so far. Yep, people are just taking profits here. Probably go up more, who knows? Should I take a look at that instance there at 272? Yeah, you can. It went down a little bit, but those fuckery around 275, you know, one of the psychological numbers, I wouldn't be too stressed about it. But you can see we are correcting downwards, taking profits right now. We'll see what it does at 256. Maybe those guys will pull those liquidity. Oh, maybe not. They did not. Oh, somebody's eager to get out. You see that? They offer at 259.50 and then they offer again at 257. Okay, somebody, and then they got filled to get out. So I suppose you can kind of say that, okay, these guys buy the highs and they need to get the fuck out, okay, before they hit with risk limits. But you can see it cost them money. Right now they got back to 259, 260 now. Yep. So they're literally selling out. You have to. It's like sometimes you have to. Like it becomes price incentive flows, right? Either get out or get stop out on risk, and you might get fired, right? Or you might blow out your account. So don't put yourself in that position as well, okay? And these are the things that you can do. Okay, you can look at and you can analyze these flows, okay? And you can see, what if I'm a counterparty of that trade? These price insensitive flows, okay? What if I can be a counterflow, be the counterparty of some retail traders? They're looking at, okay, I see a lot of odd lots, less than 10 coming in. I can filter that out. If there's a surge of that one lot, I might assume that this is retail work. I can fade that. Okay, very low volume spike. Maybe I can fade that too, right? So these are the things that you can measure, you can observe. Okay, that's the correct word. Okay, the Bookmap here, the true way you can use this is to observe the market, trying to understand what happens in the limit order book, how those buyers, takers, and makers interact with each other, okay, other than reading the DOM. You can read the DOM, okay, that's what most people do. This Bookmap thing didn't exist until 2010s, when Jigsaw come out, okay. I think that's the first version of a heat map like this, and then Bookmap came out, and then these guys copying Bookmap, okay, and it just become a thing. Okay, most of us just look at the price. I am a price action trader. I just happen to go in more details. I'm looking at literally a tick chart, a 5-second chart, right? A 5-second chart, or even one, trying to dig in and find these kinks. And maybe I can tell my quants, or even I can code it out something that I can take advantage of this, right? And this is what real trader works really is. Okay, you have to find inefficiencies and repair them. like something just happened then, right there. So you can buy that too. You can buy 258, provide liquidity coming back up, sell here right now, sell 260, right? Repair that thing. Now as we're getting tighter, market is a little bit more efficient now. The spread is narrow. You good. I don't want to make my market right now. Okay, maybe the market start moving away from this. Maybe I should offer here, right? And then trying to dampen the price down. So that's basically the business. Okay, I would not offer here, but that's, you get my drift. Okay, I'm probably not gonna sell. I'm a buyer at this price. Okay, and then maybe sell higher. I'm not selling shit. Yep. But you understand what I'm saying? You have to be careful. Okay, trading is super risky. It's glorified gamble. At the end of the day, people keep thinking, yeah, it's trading, bro. It's not. It's still gambling in a way. You're dealing with probabilities. Okay, that's a lot of rant. I apologize for speaking too fast, too much, and too disconnected. Okay, we kind of talk a lot of topics here, but that's how I am. It's a blessing and a curse. Maybe we'll make new highs. Try and take out that 275 that we just that we almost hit. Okay, the high there is 250s, 274 and 50 cents. We're coming back here and trying to retest this level. It's almost there. Yep, might get hit. Yep, just like that. Clear out that level, maybe 280. Yeah, like I said, I'm not shorting. I'm not net short. Yeah, I'm net long. So the only time I would sell is that just hit there. From the buys that I bought from 250s, 260s, right? I think this should be it for this video. Some of you may have different opinions. Sure, I don't mind. I see things that you may not see, and you see things that I might not see it. So it's up to you. You can comment, you can talk, you can convince me of doing some things. You can look at my things and be like, yeah, maybe I can do something better here. All right, sure, go for it. But this is my views, okay? If you don't agree with my views, you can say so. But that doesn't make me have to do your way, okay? Unless you convince me, for sure. Alright, that should be it. See you guys on the next one.
Good night, motherfucker.